Hello again. Now I'm going to show you how to make an open shape in circular peyote stitch. It is the principle of making a hollow shape in a circular peyote stitch is the same like what you had in closed shape of circular peyote stitch, only we are starting with a different number of beads at the beginning. So in this case you should string 1B, 3 A beads 6 times. So all those B beads are going to be the corner beads of our shape. We're going to make hexagon. So press the pause and string your beads, and I'm going to continue with this video. Pass back through, let's say, half of those beads what we have, and exit through A bead in front of B bead. Keep your tail with your fingers, make a circle, still keep the tail. After we make a few beads, then you can let go the tail, but till now keep it with your fingers. Now those B beads are going to be the corner beads. They're going to be your corners on those places, and between those corners we are going to work in peyote stitch. So first pick up 2 beads, skip that B bead and pass through the first A bead. Press press the beads with your thumb, pull out the thread. So now this was first 2 beads on the first corner. Now we are going to work in peyote stitch. We are going to pick up 1 bead, skip 1 bead and pass through the next A bead. That is going to be peyote stitch. So the principle is, on the corners you are going to do increasing 1, 2 peyote, you remember, and between the corners you are going to work in peyote stitch. So the same like we did with pentagon shape in previous lesson. Okay, let's now continue, but you have to remember that when you start hollow shape, you have to remember that you need to have an odd number of beads. These A beads should be odd number of those beads what are going to be between the corners, only in the first row, of course. Now pick up 2 beads, skip that 1 B bead on the corner and pass through the first A bead on the, actually it's the next side of the hexagon. Now again, peyote stitch. Pick up 1A, skip 1A, skip 1 bead and pass through the next bead. Continue like that. I have to move those beads from left to right. I always go over it. So pick up 2 beads, so 2 beads on the corner and 1 bead between the corners in peyote stitch. Just remember, in the first row you need, between the corner beads, you need an odd number of beads in order to make it work. Of course, if you don't have, well, everything is going to be totally different. So keep in mind an odd number of beads in the first stringing row, yeah? Now continue like this around, and of course at the end of the row you have to step up, and you can also make this video faster or you can make it slower, depends how you work with your own pace. So now 1 bead, peyote stitch here, and step up, pass first through this is the last bead, pass first through A bead and exit through the first of 2 B beads what we added on the first corner. You always have to step up at the end of the row in circular peyote stitch. Okay, that's the first row. Now second row, increasing again. One bead, pick up one B and pass through the next B bead. So this is the row with one, you know, 1 2 1 2 1 2 peyote. So this is after 2 we have 1, and then now we are doing peyote stitch with A beads. With the second one, pass up through the first of 2 B beads. Continue like that around. One bead on the corner, peyote stitch between the corners. Now add 2 A beads. Just work with your own pace. I'm going to speed up this a little bit. That is probably, if you are a beginner, this is going to be a little bit too fast for you, but I hope that you were listening, that you were watching previous lessons, so that you already have some speed in your hands and fingers when it's about peyote stitch and beading. So one bead on the corner, peyote stitch around with A beads. Okay, coming closer to step up, so take care. One on the corner, peyote stitch between the corners, 2 beads, and that step up at the end of the row with the now it's going to be a little bit tricky. It's going to be kind of too tight for passing at once through 2 beads, but okay, you can always go one by one. You can also bend your work a little bit. And now we have peyote stitch and step up. So first bead, and now with the second bead we are going to step up. And now you should be also, you have to take care, yeah? So you can first through the bead from the previous row and exit through the first added bead in this row. That is the bead on the corner. Now I am pushing like there is no tomorrow, so there it is. So this is how you have to step up. It's a little bit a tricky step up here because they are too close to each other, and yeah, but you can make it. Pull the thread out, and that is how it's that is how the hollow shape is made. You push your work on your bead mat just to make it more flat. The next row is a row in peyote stitch with A beads, the same as for the close shape. Okay, I will add few beads. I have now 3 beads, and with the third bead you pass through a B bead on the corner, and continue like that and make as many rows you want, just to practice. And that's it. That is circular peyote stitch. Just remember what I said at the beginning. In a stringing row, you add 1 bead as a marker where your corner is going to be, and then add an odd number of beads till the next bead what is going to present the your next corner, etc. So like we had 1 for the corner, 3 for the sides of the shape. That's it. That's a circular peyote hollow shape. See you in the next lesson.